Obviously, money coming in on Cleveland, and maybe some of the sharp bettors are liking Cleveland in this spot, but America's team, America's darling, people are starting to fade them, which is quite interesting. I think the narrative around the Dallas Cowboys right now is they didn't do too much in the offseason, and you look at the Browns, and it's more about that defense. I'm a little concerned about how Deshaun Watson is going to look in this game. Man's only played like 12 games the last 2 seasons. He's being put in a great situation. They have a great defense. You get in that offensive line. You have a ton of weapons. It's just, I do get a little bit worried about that. So it's probably more of a player prop game than me because I do, as tough as it is for me to get this out, Dallas might win this one.
All right, hey. As an Eagles fan, I'm sure it stings to say that.
It does.
I lean with Anita here. I'll play the Browns, though I'm only going to play them on the money line. You saw the movement towards Cleveland, the total dropping significantly since the opening number. We're down at 40.5 here, so defense expected to be the star in this game for both Deshaun Watson and Dak Prescott to deal with. I'll lean Cleveland at home. Great defense, 2 rookies on the O-line, like Anita was saying, for the Cowboys.
And just for also want to mention, as much as I say Cowboys money line, Dak's really bad as a dog. This guy doesn't have the dog in him.
He does not have that right here. Doesn't it? We saw it last week.
He doesn't.
Last year in the playoffs.
Not having the dog in him.
All right, you mentioned maybe a player prop game?
Yeah, Dak interception.
Okay, there you go.
I've been waiting to play this for some time now. It is juicy. This is something you're going to have to add into a same game parlay or something like that. Now, last season only had 9 interceptions, but he did throw 15 in 12 games in 2022. We know that the turnovers have continued to be the problem. It's more so the fact that he's going against a really good defense. He's going to be pressured a ton, and it's week 1. I love interception props week 1. In fact, I would probably just take all the quarterbacks if I could, which technically I can.
Yeah,
but more specifically, I am going to go with Dak Prescott to throw a pick.
All right. Dak doesn't have the DOG in him. Hopefully he has an INT.
He doesn't as much, and then I'm like,
today.
yeah, he might win it outright, but it's fine. It's fine. Don't contradict yourself on TV. It doesn't make sense.
All right, let's go to the Sunday night game. Lions hosting the Rams. Detroit, 12-5 ATS during the regular season last year, tied for the best mark in the National Football League. Detroit covered all 3 Week 1 games under head coach Dan Campbell. So, a lot of love for the Lions coming into this season. Some recent movement in this NFC showdown as well. Erin, tell us about that.
Yeah, we've seen some movement. I think we're going off what we just saw also in the wild card game. It was a close one. The Detroit Lions are better on offense. They're better on defense if we're going to go paper to paper. But at the same time, I mean, the Rams can be scrappy, and these guys have played each other at times, so they have something to go off of as well. 4.5 points seems like a lot. It obviously moved from 3.5 to 4.5. I believe in the Detroit Lions, and also they're a team that cashed for us so many times last season, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to carry over into this season. Look at the Giants a few seasons ago. We were like, oh, they were cashing nonstop. They're going to be good. I love taking the Rams typically in week 1 for some reason. I don't know. It's been profitable for me. I don't know why I always take them as my dog of the week, so just going off of what I've done if you want to do that. But I don't really love this game either way.
It is a hard one to handicap. Back in early August, I loved the Rams plus 3.5. But then training camp hit, and injuries to the offensive line, injuries to the secondary, big concern going on the road, taking on this type of defense with Aiden Hutchinson on that D-line, and then what they have to deal with on the other side of the ball with Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jared Goff. So I understand the movement towards Detroit. I'd probably stay away from playing this game now. It does have the highest total of any in the week 1 slate.
Touchdown props, passing props, interception props.
Maybe a better way to tackle this one. So, again, used to be one of my favorite games to play, but now some concerns on my team, the Rams, and I wonder if they'll be able to hang with Detroit in this spot. I will point out, though,
Detroit fixed their secondary, too, which makes
they
me
did.
nervous.
Drafted Terry and Arnold and brought in some key pieces there. I told you Dan Campbell's never failed to cover in week 1. Sean McVay's 6-1 ATS in week 1. So great coaching matchup, great quarterback
and he knows
matchup.
Goff, so maybe a little revenge factor too for Goff. I feel like this one could go either way.
I'm probably just going to watch this one. Should be a good
I
game.
might be asleep for this one.